All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another game. This is a similar setup to what we have seen before. This is another team up between the Name Satchel Vikings player in the red here and classic pink for Goober Nugget playing as the Bulgarians again. So if you missed the first video, this is going to be a series based around these two players playing in 2v2 ranked. This is around the 900 elo range. They're playing 2v2 ranked using strategies that they would both employ quite often in 1v1s. Quite strong strategies in 1v1s here. So the Vikings player going for an early feudal age rush. So I'll go ahead and speed the game up here to get into the mid game. Going for a feudal age to castle age kind of rush with man-at-arms, getting using the Vikings' extremely strong early game eco to help boom into enough resources to get a good amount of man-at-arms on the field, just surprising his opponent very early, very often here. And then from the pink player, he's going to go for a defensive castle, looking for Hussite wagons from his base, just protecting his wood and his gold with a castle and getting those wagons out. Very, very, very quick to castle age, just full in, full send all in rather, into a early castle from the pink player. So these are both kind of all in strategies. It's quite all in from pink here. Not as much. The strategy is not as much of an all-in from the Vikings player, especially with the ability of his ability to be able to pivot, because the eco is very strong here. He does have a strong eco-backed strategy. The Vikings economy, as we all know, is extremely strong, as both players, all players in the field are going up to feudal age here, and so they have the ability to pivot, if they need to, but the strategy from pink does require a bit of all-in. He's pushing deer in, trying to get as much food as possible. So I'll go ahead and bring this back down to normal speed. So if this doesn't work, again, it's risky. If it doesn't work for pink, it can get risky if they deny the castle somehow. But the advantage of the strategy is that it's so, I don't want to say niche, but it's hard to stop. It's hard to know that it's happening. It requires pretty thorough scouting from the opponent, whose scout is currently just chilling over here. So, it requires pretty thorough scouting from the opponent to be able to see it, as we see the man-at-arms and double bit axe coming from the Vikings player. So he's going to prepare for the man-at-arms explosion yet again. Dark blue over here. We have C4 Hopper playing as the Turks. He's going to go to wall up here. Trying to get an eco lead going here for the dark blue player. And his teammate Juanes Rivera in the green, going for an early archery range push. He's going to have few archers already in the queue. So it looks like early archers from green. Pink already clicking up to castle age here at the 13 minute and 20-second mark. Getting on stone, he's going to put 16 vills on stone, so he wants to have enough stone to put up a castle as soon as he hits castle age. His score is going to look low, and from experienced players, they might recognize that as a very fast castle rush. But if you don't see that as that going on, they may think he's just falling behind early. Now, Green Scout is going to... Let me see if I can... There we go. So Green Scout is going to run around here. Now, he's going to see a few on wood. Not a terribly huge amount of vills here. It's not running along a lot. So for Green to be able to react properly to this, I believe he'd need to be able to see this stone. 16 vills on stone, 15 minutes in the game can mean only one thing. As pink goes for a quick wall here, trying to trap Green's horse, and he does. He traps the horse. Might lose the vill to it. Green's going to try to get out and realize he has been locked in. And pink decides to drop the wall. Oh, he had the scout. Oh, what a fumble by Goober Nugget here. absolutely had the scout dead to rights and drops the wall a little too early, lets the scout out. But he does hit Castle Age and decides to put his castle here on the wood and the stone. Classic strategy here, protecting the wood and the stone. Sorry, the wood and the gold. And he's going to go for those Hussite wagons as we are prepared for. Red, on the other hand, name satchel, Vikings. He's got the extra HP on these men-at-arms. He's got the blacksmith already working on the upgrades. He's got barracks, probably another barracks. Yep, this is the second barracks coming up soon. He's going to have men-at-arms pouring onto the field in no time. He's got the food behind it. He's got the gold behind it. And if blue doesn't react soon enough, there's not much he's going to be able to do against this. If he doesn't expect it, you know, blue here, I'm not even sure where blue's scout is. Is he auto-scouting? Yeah, I'm not sure where blue's scout is, but he doesn't know what's going on here. And that's crucial for him to realize as pink is trying to get into green's base a little bit. Green, on the other hand, playing very heads up. He's going to send 14 archers here with fletching and pierce armor into pink's base. But he's going to see this castle, right? He's going to realize there's a castle here. He's probably going to realize what's going on. And as the Hussite wagons come out from pink, he's going to be able to fend this off, right? And the advantage of pink's situation here is, sure, he doesn't have a lot on food, but he doesn't have a lot on food. So the archers can come over here. Maybe they can kill these two villas, but there's no more villagers over here. All the rest of them are sitting on wood, sitting on gold. And they're all protected by that castle fire. So even 12 archers here, not going to be enough to seriously hurt pink's economy. As he's going to try to chase those archers down with the Hussite wagons, which obviously would be a serious issue for these archers as they are getting pierce armor, which will do next to nothing at this point of the game against these Hussite wagons. So another stream of Hussite wagons. This is going to be 4 on the field for pink. And speaking of streams of units, a third barracks coming up from the Vikings player, who has now picked up the armor and let's see, I guess he hasn't picked up the armor yet. So he's picked up the attack upgrade for his infantry. He has 15 man-at-arms in the field, 2 more in the queue. We can expect a lot more of that here. So probably from Goober Nugget's lack of villagers, you're going to see a Vill lead from the opponents here. Quite a few Vills, in fact, but no military yet from Dark Blue. He does have the blacksmith up. Sorry, I say that. He's going bloodlines. He drops the bloodlines upgrade and is going for a scout cav. He is clicked up to Castle Age. But it looks like these players are going to both push towards the green player, try to eliminate him early. The advantage of pushing at the same time is, you know, maybe green had some archers, maybe he's able to fend off the men-at-arms, but both of these unit types at the same time, and the amount of them as early as it is in the game, it's going to spell danger for this green player. They're going to have to break through this house here. But as soon as they do, there's not going to be a whole lot of backup here from the green player. He does have a couple stables in the back of his base, so we'll see what happens there. It looks like they find a hole. And green is going to call the town bell. Red is going to just walk under the town center and start to waylay it with his units here. Not much here for green to do. Green does have archers in the queue, does have archers in the field, but they are not, excuse me, where are they? Yeah, they're over here. It looks like they were trying to push into red's base here, but as soon as he saw the units in his own base, town center already almost halfway dead. The one that is clicking up the Castle Age. Oh, goodness. A little bit too late here. It just looks like a little bit too late. I think you know what I'm trying to say. For the green player, see if he can get up to Castle Age, but he's going to bring those archers back, try to assist, but again, archers, Hussite wagons, not a good mixture for the green player here. Pink may not know that the Town Center is trying to get him up to Castle Age. Green, smart move. He's going to sacrifice vills to try to keep this Town Center alive. He's going to lose a lot of vills in the process, though. Green, another smart move. Just walks right past the Hussite wagons with his archers, trying to get into the Town Center, as that is his greatest line of defense at the moment. Red harassing more vills, but blue coming in with the scout cav. This is the necessary unit to deal with the Hussite wagons. Some military, some fast military to be able to get in and deal some melee damage against these wagons is the answer. But I mean, look at this. 18 vills, 17 vills for green, 15, 14. Vills are just going down left and right. His Town Center might be able to get him up to Castle Age. It looks like it will. Let's see, 96. 30 health left. Oh, wow. So the green player with percentiles left is not going to get up to Castle Age. He's going to lose his Town Center. He's not going to have enough stone to get into another one. He does have food and gold, but green calls the GG here. Blue, not enough, soon enough to be able to help his teammate with the Hussite wagon and men-at-arms push, as we now have, let's see, 12 on the field, 2 more on the way, a battering ram, and 1 more on the way. 37 men-at-arms with some pikes even to deal with the scouts from the Red Vikings player. 5 more on the way. These do have both armor and weapon upgrades, so they're going to try to break into Dark Blue. Dark Blue not calling the GG yet. Might think he can pull something off here, but I think pretty soon he's going to realize what else is going on. Like, yeah, pink has Hussite wagons, maybe he can deal with that, but red has 27, 30, about 40 units here at his front gate. I think 14 scout cav light cav are not going to be enough, especially when about half of those units are pikemen. Just going to shred through his scout cav. Not much left here for blue to try to do here. Does have a little battalion in here of scout cav, but again, that's his only military unit right now, as he does have 4 stables and a barracks. So 17 light cav on the field from blue. He's going to try to do some raiding here in pink space. Does get him off the wood line, but again, at this point, getting pink off of his wood line may not matter a whole lot when the units that matter are already in his base. And sure enough, Team NuggSatch winning again. This is a second win in 2 games using this little bit of a wild strategy. Just not really a lot of options for the opponents here. If they're not able to react in time, there's not a whole lot you can do against this. So another good game here, wrapping it up. Very clinical, very well played from both these players. And the red and pink players taking another victory.